also integrated this knowledge. I earlier mentioned that I volunteer with Deaf Technology Foundation. I teach them chemistry, and it's actually a challenge that some of these deaf students have aspiration to read science-related courses, but they are not actually given that opportunity. So having given this platform, we took it to them. I remember having an activity with them, and we were able to build space rockets, and then trying to check the temperature using the pocket lab that we were given to know the temperature in the space station. And they were so excited. So for me, I see this as, if a teacher is not knowledgeable, you cannot give what you don't have. And our exposure to this knowledge helps us to provide variety of learning experiences for our learners. And I think that's what IHS is able to achieve with us. That you don't just come and then you just teach chemistry for just the topic or the subject, but you're able to provide a wide range of learning opportunities for your learners, that when future holds, they'll be glad that I became an astronaut because the teacher actually brought this knowledge into the classroom. Probably it might be something, would I say, new for them over there, but they'll be grateful to the fact that they had this knowledge. So we have actually been open to learning. We've collaborated with some of our educators in the United States, and we are quite integrating this knowledge gradually into our curriculum, into the concepts that we teach them, helping them to solve problems, helping them to be creative, helping them to be innovative. That at the end of, would I say, their school session, while even applying for university or trying to go to their higher institution, they are able to find something to read with the knowledge they have gotten from the classroom. For me, actually, that is my dream, and that's my achievement. And additionally, to also provide a platform, especially for our deaf students, to be able to chase their careers in STEM. And I'm grateful to IHS. We are so grateful, and we promise that it will not stop here. Mr. Adewale has already shown us the approval he has gotten, and we will collaborate with him to see that we are able to train other teachers. We've had quite an amazing feedback from the evaluations of the training we've carried out. In fact, one of them, I think an organization, Disability, filled an evaluation form and said we should not leave them out in this. And I screenshotted it and kept it, that we'll be able to reach out to this community and see that working together will bring this to bear. And the height is that we are able to bring our country to a high pedestal. Thank you.
And Olayinka Adeosun, your perspective is what?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olayinka Adeosun. I'm a teacher at the Liberty Junior Grammar School. I'm teaching in an underserved community, Oshodi and Mission Graduate Development, and my mission and my aspiration is to see my students see beyond their immediate environment. When the opportunity for Universal came, I saw the announcements. I've always been looking forward to make learning more exciting. I talked about space education, and I saw that 98% of students introduced to space are more exciting. So what more can I do to make my class more exciting? I applied, and I was glad that I was chosen for this program. So I started introducing space education into my classroom by showing my students space-related things movie like Cosmos and the Martians. They were asking me a lot of questions about relating to plutonium, electroradiation, and this is something that even me, I don't know about, but seeing it, I had to research and give them proper answers to their questions because they were curious and this really sparked their interest. We also watched, and this movie, The Martians, is what gave us our club name in the school, which we call the Martians. The Martians, that's our club name. And also I showed them a video of an astronaut in the International Space Station doing some experiments about fluid and how objects behave in space. They were curious, they were like, why is this thing floating? Why is this object behaving like this? And looking at this experiment has really sparked interest in my students, and that's what I want to do. I want to inspire my students to dream big. And I want to thank IHS and UPSS for this opportunity because through this training and different meetings that we have, I've been able to relate concept of microgravity, we did microgravity experiments, which was being carried out using a tube, an exercise tubing, and a ball, which they come about this experiment through what is in their community. Liquid is a community that plays basketball, and they want to know if an astronaut can play basketball in space, and that is curiosity, and that is what we talk about. Our object. So we sat together and we think about it, what we can use to carry out this experiment. And that's what is part of LSI curriculum. And I was glad that we were able to achieve this experiment, bring it to life using relatively small objects that is safe for astronauts, because this experiment is going to be tested on Earth and in the International Space Station. So I'm so glad. One of my valuable moments from this limitless training is the collaboration I've been with the Eastboro Charter Academy School in the United States. I collaborated with the Director of Curriculum, Megan Tucker, that's her name. So we usually have meeting every Wednesday, which we first started with cultural exchange when my students go to join. We ask a lot of questions, what they like in the US, what Nigeria looks like, and we show them around, and they were also excited. They too want to see beyond their environment. They want to see Africa, what Africa looks like, and that is big for my students. Talking to them, hearing them, and we set a design challenge for my students where we do an experiment every Wednesday. And this experiment, this design challenge that we started has brought about an increase in some students that want to join the club. We started the club with 5 students, grown to 20. Now I see a lot of students on my window when we're having a meeting on Wednesday because of the excitement. They see students doing hands-on activity, and that is fascinating to them, and they want to know what they're doing. And I hope that we have educational aid that will aid us to accept a lot more students into the club, because that's the challenge. I've been able to, it has been beneficial for me as a teacher also, because I've learned the best practice. I went to the United States in July, where I visited NASA, I visited LSI office, where the director is doing some amazing developing technology, and we were able to collaborate with Brazil. Me personally collaborated with Brazil, and United States teachers developed lesson plan on how to solve the problem of space debris, which we use a simple machine and some other materials. I've been able to learn, integrate space into my lessons. Some art subjects that I find challenging for me before, like hydraulic and pneumatics, and some other topics. This program is it's really exciting, and I want to say a big thank you to IHS and Limited Space, and I hope this program gets across Africa and the dream of every Nigerian child comes to reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Monica. I know we said there are 10 teachers, and if we had to bring all 10 of them, we were going to hear very, very touching, inspiring, sometimes very emotional stories about their experience and how this initiative has really made a difference for them as individuals, as teachers, and for the children they teach in class. All right, thank you so much. It's now time to have this interactive forum with session with you, the journalists. Ask questions to any of the panelists to get more insights, to clarify any aspects of the story, or to get, just to learn more on what this initiative is about. So, I want to ask, let me know, and just introduce yourself again and ask the question. You are free to direct it to any one of them, or if you just ask a plain one, I will take the liberty to direct it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Simao Konji from Tuesday newspaper. I have 3 questions. I'll go straight open IHS or let's switch and pick it and pick questions. Now, before I start the first, I want to thank IHS and the Witness Space Institute for the wonderful job they have done. When Monica was speaking, I was what you have. You don't have, you cannot give it out. So now they have trained them, they have increased their knowledge, and now it's like they are now the trainers to train other ones that are coming behind. So it's a very, very good initiative. I want to thank IHS and the Witness Space Institute for that initiative. Thank you so much for training our teachers. Now my question is this. The training, you said it's based on STEM education. But I hear you speak so much about astronauts and the knowledge of astronauts. Are you tilting towards training or developing Nigerians to become astronauts in the future? Is that the basis for the training? That's one. Then 2, I'm happy when I saw gender balance within the beneficiaries here. The male and the female representing the 10 Nigerians that are trained. I want to find out the 10 that you selected. How is gender balance? Do you have more of the females or more of the males? Because why I ask this question is that most times females are often shy away from science courses. You don't see most of them, the male counterpart, they always shadow in that area. So what is the gender balance that that's true? And the third one is the period for this training session. I want to find out how many months the little level, both here in Nigeria, and we want to train them out of the country. Thank you so much.
All right, okay,
What was the first one?
For the first one, the astronauts.
How we teach that and with all the different subjects? Oh, okay.
So the focus is STEM through the lens of space exploration. So we know teaching space exploration is not always a top standard to put into classrooms. So how do we get it in there? Because it's the real world application of science, technology, engineering, math. Space encompasses all of the subject areas: reading, writing, the arts, STEM. And so when we take space, let's say the astronaut, how do we keep them alive? They have to have oxygen, they have to have regular temperature. So we're integrating physics and chemistry and mathematics, teaching them how these concepts that they already have to teach to their standards, but doing it in the real world and in a unique and challenging environment that it inspires and it excites. And so you get more engagement from the kids. And again, though, you have to teach the teachers. We don't know what we don't know. And so through this program, they become ambassadors at the end of 12 months. I think that's your third question. It's 12 months, so 1 full year. So they came on in January. They will be fully promoted to ambassadors, limitless ambassadors, in December. But they are already ahead of the game. They are already doing virtual, free outreach, teaching other teachers across Nigeria. Any teacher in Nigeria, technically around the world, can sign up for their workshops that are online, multi-day, usually 2 to 3 days for 3 to 4 hours, with volunteers of other educators in their cohort, other educators in the Brazil cohort, the American cohort, are teaching other teachers in these virtual workshops. So they truly are a light. They are bringing information. They're empowering teachers across Nigeria because the classrooms here